Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learners Link. In our today's video, we'll be discussing about the basic terms of the chapter Motion of class 9th standard. So in the 9th standard, we have the basic terms like motion, types of motion, uniform motion, non-uniform motion, scalar quantities, vector quantities, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and acceleration. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the definition of motion, uniform motion, non-uniform motion, scalar quantities, and vector quantities. Let's begin our today's topic. As soon as the word motion comes in the mind, we think about something is moving. Look at the car here. Earlier it was at the point A, it starts moving towards point B. So we say that the object is changing the position with respect to another object. Look at the hands of a clock. It started from 12 and it started moving from one place to another. So there is a change in the position of the object. That is called as the motion. In the same way, the rocket has been launched, it's moving upward. See, motion means it doesn't mean that only in the straight line, it can be in any direction. It can be upward, it can be downward, it is in the straight line. Look at it, the car is moving in the straight line, the train is moving in the straight line, but the hands of a clock, they are in the circular direction. The motion of the ball towards the ground. So all these things, they represent the motion. So what is that motion? Change in the position of an object with respect to stationary object. A body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to stationary object. So what are the types of the motion then? Rectilinear motion, circular motion, rotational motion, and periodic motion. Rectilinear motion means motion along a straight line. Circular motion means to a fixed point, the objects are moving. Rotational means along with the circular direction, the objects are moving forward. They are repeating and they are covering some distance. Periodic motion means the to and fro motion of an object. So these are the types of the object. Let us go to the next concept, that is uniform and non-uniform motion. So what do you mean by uniform? The word uniform itself tells us in a correct way. So if we relate this one to the physics term, if an object covers equal distances in equal interval of time, irrespective of time duration, means let us observe this graph. Here, this graph talks about the distance traveled by an object in different interval of time. Time they have given in minutes, distance they have given in meters. So what happened earlier, the object was at the 0 position. From this position, after 1 minute of time, the object has covered 10 meter of distance. After second minutes, the object has covered 20 meters. For third, 30 minutes. For after fourth minute, it's 40 minutes. So if I want to know the object after 7th minute means it will be for the 70th meter. So what happened here? For every time the object is covering, for every 1 minute time, the object is covering equal distance. There is no change in the position. There is no change in the motion of the object. It's covering correct distance from every 1 minute. So such kind of motion are called as uniform motion. If the object covers equal distances in equal interval of time, irrespective of time duration, means first 10 minutes we measured, then after leaving 1 or 2 hours, again we are measuring the distance for 1 minute. So the object is covering same distance. Opposite of this one is if the object does not cover same distance in equal interval of time. See here what happened. Again the same distance time graph we have taken. For 1 minute it has covered some distance. Second minute again there is a change. You can identify the difference between this graph and this graph. The blue mark is the motion of the object. Here what happened? Sometimes it's moving in an equal distance, again it's increasing, again decreasing. So there is no equal interval of distance. Means time measurement is same for every 1 minute, second minute, third minute, fourth minute, and fifth minute. The time is same, but the object is covering different distances. So such kind of motion called as non-uniform motion. So the uniform means equal distance in equal interval of time. Non-uniform means unequal distance in equal interval of time. Our next concept is scalar and vector quantity. These are the most important concept of our chapter. So what are the scalar quantities and vector quantities? In physics, we came across different new terms. Just now I was discussing motion, distance, displacement, uniform motion, non-uniform motion, and speed, velocity, acceleration at the beginning of the class. So what are those? They are called as the physical terms or the physical quantities. Some of the quantities, they gives only the magnitude, the measurement they give, how much it has been completed. Such kind of quantities are called as, such kind of terms are called as scalar quantities, where they have only the magnitude or measuring. For example, time is there. What is the time? 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2.5 hours. Here we are not mentioning the direction. We are not mentioning 4 o'clock towards east, 4 o'clock towards west. Just if somebody is asking the time, we say that the time is 2 o'clock, the time is 3 o'clock. We never say that 2 o'clock towards east, 2 o'clock towards west. So such kind of quantities where we are measuring or where we are having only magnitude, they are called as the scalar quantities. For example, distance, speed, time. There are some other scalar quantities. When we come across the chapter, we'll get the more clear about the scalar quantities. Then what are the vector quantities? The physical quantities which have both magnitude as well as the direction. Means in which direction the object is moving and how much the object is moved. Means magnitude also is there, direction is also there. For example, push. Push means how much you are applying the force. You are pushing the object away from you. Means we are talking about the direction there. I applied 10 Newton to move this object. So in your previous class, you learnt about the force. The force is push or pull on an object. So push means moving away from you. Pull means making the object to come towards you. There what happened? We are talking about the direction. I pushed the object, 10 newtons of force I applied. So such kind of quantities or the terms are called as vector quantities, scalar quantities and vector quantities. Hope these points are clear to you. Thank you everyone for watching. We shall discuss in our next class with 2 more new terms. Thank you everyone.